Part 2. Okay. I'm sorry about that. I yip and yap, but I really think this is good information. Know that one day, and this will happen. I remember once I was in clinical and I was piecing things together, and I'm like, I do know this stuff, you know? I'm like, I do understand this stuff. I felt kind of nursey, can I tell you? So just know how excited you are when you first feel that way, and know, just go with it. Realize all these little pieces from these different systems over here and over here, everything you learned in A&P and micro and chemistry will come together to make one big picture. So think of them all as jigsaw puzzle pieces, not only amongst their own class, but to make, they come together. Blood and chemistry and micro and cells and all this stuff come together to make your big picture for nursing, okay? And you will get it. So it's very important to know your A&P. It's very important. So if you cheated, you copied off a so-so next to you, I'm sorry about your luck, because you're going to have to get a A&P book for dummies or something, because you can't cheat. You're only cheating yourself, and you're only cheating your future patients, and you're cheating the ones, if it is, I'm sorry, I'm going to go off on a mama thing here. You might be, because you get the A from using someone else, you might be taking a spot from someone who might have a B, but knows the information and did all the work themselves. You're not going to make it through nursing school. You might get into the program, but you're not going to make it through. You have to know this information. I'm not saying that to be mean. I'm saying this so you take it seriously. You need to know this information yourself. You need to know it. A&P, chemistry, math, micro. It's all very important, and they all go together, and you have to know that. All right, I'll get off my mama kick now. As far as your family's concerned, it might be nice to have a nice family dinner and sit down and talk about how things are going to change. And they're going to be, it's going to seem like for a long time. But the couple years you have to do this is going to be so worth it to make their life better. Whether your kids are older or younger, there's pros and cons to every age group. But know that everybody's going to have to chip in. Everybody's going to have to do a little bit more. Some nights might be leftovers or cereal or a sandwich for dinner. But just some tips and tricks. Get your house organized ahead of time. Like if you guys have a kid playroom, get the bins and put, label them. You don't have a game? Okay. That was Carlton. You're very well known on here, by the way, Bubba.
I know.
You can say hi later. Okay.
Hello.
Make bins like toy bins and have like a picture of a car with the word car so that they know where to put things in, like animals or Barbies or blocks or, you know, whatever. Get these fun bins. Let them help you stick the labels on the front, and then that way, if you tell them it's time to pick up, tell them to match the pictures, make a big game out of it or whatever, but start that now. Get your pantry organized. That way, if you're out of something, it's really quick to see, or if your husband does a grocery shopping one night and everybody's bringing it in, the kids will know where things go. Get a label maker. Put like things together. Pantry, just throwing things in, you just don't know what you have. I got a dry erase board and it's on the side of my fridge. So when they use something up, they right away write it on that fridge. That took some time to get them to do that, can I tell you? They would put away empty boxes of cereal. So I'm looking thinking, oh, we have cereal. And they're like, oh, we've been out. And I'm like, well, why is that empty box? Well, there might have been a few pieces left in there, so they thought they'd keep the box. Ugh. And they're teenagers. But anyway. Start weaning them off you right now a little bit. Make them a little more responsible. Quit doing everything for them. Even your spouse, I hate to say it. I hate to say it. It's a role reversal. It's hard. They're not going to like it. They can be as supportive. Eric is more supportive of me than anybody else could be. But he feels it. And he's human. And he wants my attention. And by the time he gets it, I'm exhausted. Or I'm half there, half not. Or my brain is still thinking about things I need to do for school. So it's just very hard on the family too. So here's some tips and tricks. Once a week, minimum, have family time. watch a movie together, go bowling. There would be quite a few like Saturday afternoons or something where we would take the kids bowling. So I knew I'd be gone for a couple hours. I chose to get up a couple hours sooner, so I still had that study time, but they didn't know because they were sleeping. And I didn't feel guilty being there with them. I still got in my study time, and I was able to enjoy my family. When you have this time with your family, with your spouse or significant other, and by yourself, it needs to be quality time. It doesn't have to be 5 hours long, but it needs to be good quality time. You need to be focused on them. So once a week, try and do a family time. My kids are teenagers, so they have games and boyfriends and girlfriends, and so sometimes it's hard to get together. But Eric and I would also do date night. Sometimes we couldn't afford to go out, get a 6-pack of beer, get a pizza, whatever, watch a movie. It's our time. And you absolutely need time to yourself, without the spouse, and without the kids, and without the pets. Unless, of course, you want to take your pet on a walk, and that's your time. It could be jogging around the block. Yeah, right, this chick's not running. I'd rather swim. It could be a bike ride by yourself. It could be bath time with a glass of wine and a book that has nothing to do with school. It could be sitting on the toilet with a Cosmo. You need time. Done it. You need time for yourself. It's so important. And know that those dust bunnies are going to be there. You cannot keep up with this house all by yourself. Eric does the laundry. He rocks. He helps with the dishes. He doesn't do them like I would do them, but he loads a dishwasher, and the dishes left over, I'll do them, or the kids will do them, or whatever. But he has really, really stepped up to the bar, and it's not always been easy. I'm letting you know that right now. There's going to be fights, there's going to be arguments, there's going to be hurt feelings, but it's temporary, and it's for the better of the family. Okay. And know that you're not the only one. Every single one of us are in the same boat, even with the guys. Guys who have the girlfriends. Sometimes the girlfriends feel put out. The attention aren't on. It's not just the women. It's the men too. They have the same problems with their significant others. Okay, so just know it doesn't discriminate. It doesn't matter who. It could be your parents, your family. You don't come over for Sunday dinner. Sorry. Nursing school is incredibly hard, but it's oh so worth it. And they'll be so thankful in the end when they're there watching your graduation. So, okay. As far as your classmates go, teamwork starts now. There's no more competition with each other. You're there to help each other out. I was going to do it, but my classmate, Ashley, she's so sweet. She started a Facebook page just for our class, okay? And she invited all of us in that had the Facebooks, and eventually some got a Facebook just for this. But it was a perfect one place for everybody to go and meet. There was no bad-mouthing. There was no trash talking instructors. There might have been, man, that test was hard. Did anybody else have trouble with this? Or, whatever. But it was a good place to collaborate, to remind each other about test dates or meet-up times to go to the lab. Hey, let's go together. Two heads are better than one. That's Carlton. That's absolutely the truth. More heads are better than one, and I love my classmates. We're very close, and talk to them. Know that there might be cultural differences or personality differences, and you might not be BFFs with everybody, but respect everybody. And I want you to recognize that no matter what, you can learn something from each one of them, okay? Because guess what? In nursing, you're going to have so many different types of patients and family members. So the skills you gain with your classmates and your instructors are going to help you there. Okay, so it all goes hand in hand, and it starts now. And I tell you, we bring in food like we feed each other. It's awesome. We try and get together every once in a while. We had an end of semester party. It was so much fun. I would bring in soup every once in a while or banana bread or something. And I'm sorry, food brings people together. People love the food. And it relaxes me, so I loved it too. Invite all the nursing instructors when you do those get-togethers, and let them get to know you on a personal level too, okay? a lot of us would arrive to class early in the morning because it was just a good time to talk before class got started and such, or we would talk over something that maybe we weren't understanding, or sometimes we would stay late and do the same thing. And I'm only talking like half an hour, 45 minutes or so. So, because the school's real quiet by then, you know, it's just a good time to get together and talk amongst your classmates. As far as class is concerned, listen, you're sitting for hours and hours, during the day. Pack healthy snacks. Get trail mix. Buy it in bulk or buy them in the individual packages. It doesn't matter. If you buy in bulk, get the little snack bags. Make up a couple different snack bags of it. Cut up some fruit, you know. Always have waters in your car in case you forget it at home. I love vitamin water because if you don't, then it's going to become vending machine city. And with you sitting as much as you do, and then you're snacking, lack of exercise, guess what? Those scrubs, you don't realize how much room you have in those scrubs until you try and put on a pair of your jeans on a Friday night, going out to shake your thing. You're like, ooh, I didn't realize I was winding up like that. So we would get 10-minute breaks, 5 to 10-minute breaks every hour. So use the bathroom, absolutely use the bathroom, but then power walk up and down the halls or do some stretches. Stretching is awesome, and it really gets the blood flowing. Do some squats, do whatever, but get the blood pumping through your body. I swear to you, it makes such a difference. If you stay in that seat, number one, that's not good. You'll learn about clotting and all those other things as nursing classes go on, but it's good to get up and move around, brain stimulation, blood pumping, using the bathroom. You don't want to be holding that all day, bladder infections. Stay hydrated, and all of that, healthy food, water, vitamin water, you know, healthy drinks and snacks just really help with how your brain works as well, okay? Leave your problems at home. If you fight with your boyfriend or you fight with your spouse or you're fighting with whoever or you have troubles at work, as soon as you cross that threshold into that classroom, that stuff needs to stay out there, and it needs to stay there until you walk out for the day. Then you can pick that crap up, okay? Because I'm telling you right now, classes go too fast for you to be worrying about the other stuff. If there's bad people in your life, people who are holding you back, that don't want you to succeed or whatever, just get rid of that crap. Just clean house and get her done. Just organize your life right now. Boom, done. Ain't nobody got time for that. Okay. Planner and your agenda is your best friend. So like I said, when you print out your syllabus in something that you can erase, whether it be an erasable pen, highlighter, or pencils, obviously, write down everything once you have the due dates. Write them down in your planner because, and I say erasable because things change, okay? Write down checkoff times when you are practicing in the lab. You're going to have practice hours, and then you're going to have to do your official checkoff. So you need everything on the same calendar, including your family life stuff. So a lot of boxes are going to be small writing because some days you're just going to have a lot of things, but it's imperative that you keep your life as organized as you can. So with due dates for assignments, projects, lab skills, checkoffs for those lab skills, clinical days, tests due, just be ready. Always be ready for a math calculations, dosage calculations, test or exam. Math is huge in nursing. You're going to be giving out the medication. You have to check the doctor's orders. You have to, you know your math, your clinical math. Okay, it's imperative. And we've had many surprise tests, or if an instructor's mad at your class, guess what? You're going to get a quiz. So always have a calculator. Always have a calculator with you. It cannot be your iPhone or anything like that. It needs to be, my red one's a dollar calculator from the dollar store. Always have it on you. You never know when you're going to have that. Part 3 coming up. Be back in a second.